Hey guys, Sandy here, and today I am trying to get my July 2018 Project Life spread finished. So it's been a while since I've worked on this, so just a reminder if anybody hasn't seen this before, I subscribe to the Allie Edwards Stories by the Month kit for every month of the year in 2018 because I thought that this would be a fun thing to add to my scrapbooking. What I found out was while her products are quality and a lot of them are a lot of fun, the problem is there's too much of her handwriting in it. So I'm wrapping this up for 2018. We'll see if I do it for 2019 with my own thing, but I have all of my photos printed. I usually also print these photos at home. They are photos of things that I probably wouldn't tell a story with, or they're extra photos for something that's already in the month. So let's see what I can do. Now, I have sped this up big time just because these layouts take me a little bit longer than a regular layout. I'm not exactly sure what it is or where the block is. As you can see, I have lots of chipboard and cards from previous months of the year, and I'm just not using them. So they're going to go in a pile, and once I finish this project off with the December 2018 spread, which hopefully will be soon because I'd really like to wrap up my 2018 albums, I'm going to be either doing a giveaway or like selling the stamps or something. There's just too much handwriting in there that is not mine. It just bugs me. I'm not exactly sure why, but it does. So here I am just trying to figure out what photos are going where. Now these pockets kind of stress me out a little bit because they aren't exactly 4x6 pockets and they aren't exactly 3x4 pockets. And I know that that's because this is a 12x12 page protector and they'd use those 12x12 page protectors to divide up and make the pockets. But what would really be helpful to me, any scrapbooking company out there, is if your page protectors were a little bit larger than 12x12, and then that way you could still seam them, fuse the edges together, and give us true 4x6 and 3x4 pockets. That would be beautiful. I doubt very seriously anybody out there in the know or in the industry is watching this video, so we'll just leave it as that. Okay, so this that I'm putting in has a whole bunch of different photos, a whole bunch of different things. There's a milestone number on my YouTube channel. There are, what are those little thingies called? Filters, where I like turned into the heat miser, and that's just what I thought. That's why I thought it was so cool, because I felt like the heat miser. If you guys know what I'm talking about, the Christmas movie A Year Without a Santa Claus, where the heat miser is in there and he's kind of cute and fun. So anyway, I just felt like the heat miser and thought that that was a lot of fun. So as you can see, I'm not really decorating the photos much. I have in previous months, but like I said, this is just little bits of things that probably wouldn't make it to my album regularly, or they're just extra little pieces that you know, they just don't fit. They just don't make it into the regular album. Either the story isn't big enough, or the photos are just extras. I do like this aspect, though, of adding it to the scrapbooking and kind of having a monthly chapter divider. The only time that doesn't really work out for me is when I don't have enough layouts in the correct month, and then my chapter divider is kind of in between layouts. Do you know what I mean? So I might have June, and then I would have the July chapter divider, and then there would be another June layout after the July chapter divider. Now, I know I could go figure out and slip in another layout into a page protector and make that happen, but I really don't want to, so I deal with that. Okay, now to the back. So it's just a matter of figuring out what in the world I am going to be doing. I decided to add this heart to the photo itself instead of on a just like a plain card. So I take this 4x6 card and put some chipboard on it. And then I decide that those blocks right there are really big and thick, and that's not going to be good for me to write on. So I'm going to have to do something else. Then I am trying to figure out what I'm going to do on this card, how I'm going to decorate it. And I thought, you know what? This is what you've done on the front. You have 2 little cards like that, so why don't you go ahead and do it on the back as well. And then I decide that it looked too plain just on a white card. So I'm going to cover up this gray tone card that says Celebrate the 4th of July and then put it on like that. And then I decide that there needs to be a little bit of something else. It's just not decorative enough. So I find these little gold bits that say memories, and then I add on a couple enamel dots. And then I think, oh, you know what? I should add on some enamel dots over here as well. So we do that. And then I'm like, yeah, let's just use up all the enamel dots. It was the last line of a package, so I am totally good and happy with using them up for sure. And then I decide to cover up the little parentheses where travel stories are with the enamel dots. I like that look a little bit better than the parentheses. And then I'm like, okay, I brought in gold. I should probably bring in gold elsewhere too. So I put a sticker on there. No idea what it says right now because of the glare from my lights. But look at that little flower down there at the bottom. Isn't he a cutie little flower? So I'm getting everything down. Things are happening. I'm thinking I need to decorate a little bit more. I've got this heart theme that has kind of happened. Not really on purpose. It just kind of organically happened. And then I'm like, let's go ahead and add this heart here. And then I'm thinking, where is this heart going to go? And I'm like, yep, we can do it over here. This'll totally work. So I take another 3x4 card in that kind of off-whitish gray color, and I go ahead and put it right down on the back of the card that's over there. Now this is where I'm like, ooh, this is going to be some big, thick journaling, and I'm like, no, I don't want to do it. So I decide to go through the chipboard and see what I can do to make it a little bit of a decorative thing and not add this big old chunky 4x6 journaling. And I tried to choose the chipboard that was not in her handwriting. Now, Bring On the Adventures, that heart does have her handwriting on it, but I'm okay with that. It's just where there is a ton of another person's handwriting in my album consistently that just kind of bugs me. Like if I wanted that look in my album, it would be my own handwriting that I did that with. And it's not a huge look that I like, so. I do have these Misty Meadow sequins, and I also have, I think that might be the only ones. So that Super Love This is something that I made previously, and I thought maybe it would be something to put in there, and it was not. Oh, maybe I didn't end up using Misty Meadow. That's sad. Anyway, I pull out some sequins. Oh, and I did not use those. So I pull out 2 different sequin mixes. I know that one came from Love from Lizzie. Not exactly sure where the orange ones came from. And I'm just pushing that down and prepping my fuse tool so I can heat it up. And then as you can see, I did 2 lines across the top of this card right there to hold the sequins in. And that is one thing that I really enjoy doing on the pocket pages here, are doing a page full of sequins. Oops, get that tucked back in. And that is going to do it for this layout, you guys. Thanks so much for watching. See, that's where I'm showing you I had 2 lines there. And there we go. There's Heat Miser Sandy. Okay, thanks so much for watching, guys. I will see you again real soon.